Live all you can. It's a mistake not to. It is only when life begins to reach its conclusion that people become aware of the importance of living. People who are aware of living, of enjoying living, are like sponges. They soak up all that goes on around them. They're aware of other people, of what's being said. They're observers of their environment. Their eyes are everywhere. Man has weak instincts, and to add to his confusions, he has free will, which means that he can successfully contradict his own impulses. Man desires peace, yet is easily stimulated to war. He is capable of both tenderness and brutality. In the written history of man, however, can be found a set of operating principles that has been proven many times over to fit the nature of man and to create a climate of progress. By studying these principles, man can gain knowledge of his own nature and learn how to act in ways that benefit rather than injure. And heading the list is man's most important need, freedom. There is no evidence in history that man can prosper without the exercise of freedom. He does his best work, that is, makes the best use of his muscular and mental energy when he is free. He produces best when he is making his own plans and devising his own methods of carrying them out, with the knowledge that whatever the results may be, they are his results, and that whatever the fruit of his labor may be, they too are his. So it's clear, therefore, that the first requirement of prosperity is individual freedom of choice and action. The way most children are raised in the home and in the school is to give them a completely cockeyed picture of what life in a free society can be like. They're taught to play it safe, to avoid risks of any sort, to fit in, to conform, to be one of the group, one more sheep in the herd. They're taught to tiptoe through life instead of dance and run through it. The greatest obstacle to growth and development, to learning and to improved function, or even to continued function on the level already reached, is discouragement, doubt in one's own ability. Popularly held opinions are almost always wrong. The idea is seldom, how much can I do, how far can I go? It is instead, how safe can I play it? How can I get by with a passing grade? How can I keep out of trouble? And the odds are about 95 to 5, give or take a few percentage points either way, that you and I were raised in that kind of an atmosphere, one of passive submission. The way millions live in our society, they might as well be living under a communist or socialist form of government, with all decisions being made for them by a small group at the top. And consider that they see their parents and neighbors living largely parasitical lives, doing no more than they have to in order to squeak by, and that they often live in a home environment of intellectual and creative poverty, and you begin to understand why they carry from 85 to 95% of their true potential for achievement, joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment to the grave with them, unused and undreamed of. They tread a narrow path and live in a state of uneasy anxiety. They're taught to live that way, and they never get over it. We can learn to think through re-education.
That's Earl Nightingale. I'm out of shape. Sometimes in life you just have to maintain, you know. You got to save your energy for other things. This world's asking for your energy right now. Information is coming out. It's a honeypot for your attention. A lot of things in life at this time are meant to keep you preoccupied from setting forward on whatever you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. As you can see, the world is happening. You know, you may not be able to change your life in major arcana types of ways, in huge changes. But the only change that matters is the one that's closest to you, the thing inside you that gets you going. So however you can get into some kind of a flow, putting tension to form, you can buffer yourself from the inundation of the external. So instead of receiving, you are creating, you are projecting yourself into the world. If for only in short burst increments. So when I don't feel good, I don't work out. When I got low energy, but I do other things. When I got energy, I work out. I mean, we do that anyway with pretty much everything else in life. But realizing that sometimes you're in that mode and you're not always yang in this world, it allows you to free up the anxiety that you get built up in your system. So for me, exercise, moving is the best way to do that, to get into the body. So I was thinking, I mentioned before, a lot of times in life, people, they come to us for two reasons, which is really one reason. But the expression gives the appearance of two reasons. One, they're either curious about you, it's intrigue, and they want to learn. And two is when they're envious. They want to see what it is about you they think might be so special, and they want to demystify it, dispel it. They want to snuff it out so that they can understand that they're okay, even though they don't got whatever that thing is that you seem to have. So instead of vindicating themselves through figuring it out within themselves, they justify the absence of it through the destruction of it in others in this world. We all see these things in different lights, different dynamics. So both come to you for one reason, it's knowledge. Either they are in ignorance of you, in ignorance of what is driving their curiosity, to experience, to learn, to feel something new, or they coming to you in ignorance through envy because they're ignorant of their own potential. They're stuck in some kind of a loop. So I'm a Pluto in Libra generation in my 12th house. So people, they come to me, they run their Plutos through me. It's just a side effect of engagement. It's a dynamic. And because people do that to me, I too transform. So I limit my interactions and things like that. Because we're all growing and we're all doing our thing, you know. Sometimes you gotta be yin, sometimes you gotta be yang, and knowing that you have these patterns and that's how you operate is how you're able to navigate balance without being stuck in emotional loops or a chaotic mind. So if you're ignorant of the self, imagine everything outside you you're ignorant of because you don't have the one thing that actually matters to help set everything else in balance. The world's handing you a bag of Skittles here. You have to resist the urge. This is like the marshmallow test they did with the kids. Resist the urge to eat of this world, to partake of the bread and wine. Circus for the masses type of thing. You got to create your own circus. And also just remember when you're going along in life and you have opportunities and you pass them by for whatever reason, doesn't mean that the opportunity's over. When you go from your heart, when you set up a new direction and you fall forward in that line, the wake of your intention brings back gravity. Things you may have missed, they're within your wake. As you speed up towards something, you pull them back in line. It's like a strange resonance. All right, well, thanks for watching.